Mike North, read him in the Daily Herald. You can hear him with Steve Friday afternoons. Watch his daily 30 and 5 video commentaries at 560WIND.com. Our visit brought to you by the Village of Rosemont and Home Comfort Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electric. Good morning, Mike.
Good morning, guys. Good to talk to you again. Did you guys have a good holiday?
We did.
Beautiful.
And who else is having a good holiday is Mike Singletary. I hear he's going to be interviewing either today or tomorrow at Hallis Hall. Is that true?
Yeah, and then you and John are going to be interviewed. I'm going to be interviewed. They've interviewed about 47 people. I hope they're not confusing the process. It tells me they don't have anybody in mind. I mean, where Kansas City went out and got Andy Reid, and they seemed resolute about that decision, and other teams are starting to fill their spaces. The Bears really don't have anything yet that is substantial, and you're hearing Mark Trestman in Canada. I mean, look, if you're going to bring somebody that's underwhelming, I'm not saying Singletary is, but if you're going to bring somebody that's underwhelming, you should have kept Lovey.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't. Why did they get rid of Lovey?
Well, because of 5 in the last 6 years, Amy, they didn't make the playoffs, and he had only made the playoffs 3 of 9. But yes, it looks funny when you look at all the coaches that were fired in their records, and you see that 10-6 out there. And the bottom line is, if Green Bay, beats Minnesota, or if they win that game, then the Bears are in, and Lovey's still going to be the coach next year. So it was based on that game that Lovey Smith's not back.
Do you get the sense we're going to get a marquee guy or just somebody who's on the staff of a team at this point?
Well, I don't know. With Singletary, I guess for the Bear fans would be considered a marquee guy. He's been out of the league for a couple of years. But I get the sense we're not going to get a marquee guy. We're going to get, I've seen the names, and didn't you guys expect some better names up there? I mean, somebody that would, that you could latch on to. There's really nobody out there, and I don't know. Are they surprising us at the end with a Gruden or somebody like that? I don't think so.
Cowher is out. Gruden doesn't want it. Why not? It seems like one of the premier jobs.
It is.
McCaskies aren't a big part of it any longer, so it must be one of the marquee jobs in the NFL.
Yeah, it is. It is, John, and that's why people are, Chip Kelly from Oregon. He's going to go back, but the Philadelphia Eagles was a prime type job too. There's a couple that are out there, but yeah, I don't understand what the problem is. You got a quarterback, you got a good running back, you got Brandon Marshall. Sure, there's some things you got to tweak, but you got a 10-win team. What's the issue?
So where's Lovie Smith going to end up?
I'm hearing San Diego. I'm hearing that he could end up in San Diego, which would be a great spot for him. They went after us. I thought it might be Buffalo, but Buffalo's already had Wannstedt there. They've had Dick Duran. They're Chicago Beared out, if you will. I think San Diego might be the place to go.
What about Ron Rivera? That's another name that, he's going to be available, if not already.
Well, he's got one more year. He's got one more year. Now, there's where I think, guys, if he doesn't, now he saved himself by winning 5-6 games in a row, him and Cam Newton. If you're Chip Kelly and Ron Rivera's gone next year, and you want to run the college-type offense that he has with a lot of wrinkles, Cam Newton's the guy for you. So look for Ron Rivera, and I'm hoping Ronnie does well because I love Ron. I hope he does well. They came back good, and I think that, if he doesn't get it, there's where you're going to see maybe Chip Kelly go next year.
Back to Singletary. He's the only one with head coaching experience and defensive background, and I think the city would love him.
Oh, my God. The city would love him, but will Phil Emery love him? Has he calmed down a little bit? He's got the same. Harbaugh took over that team, okay, that was supposed to be in disarray, and the coach said these guys can't win, and they won. So, that didn't look good, but you know what? You're right. If there's a former Bear, of course. By the way, is Dick being interviewed, my friend?
Coach.
If Singletary comes back as head coach, then let's see. He goes and he rescues Alonzo Spellman. He becomes our offensive coordinator.
Oh, my God.
That'll be fun.
Yeah. They'll have a play called Walking Down the Street.
Yeah. Walking down Route 22, exactly.
You know what? I would like this. I can't remember if I ever walked down Route 22, but I did have clothing.
Yeah. At least you remember it like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Thank you, Mr. North.
All right, guys. Take care.
Mike North on WIND.